Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Day 3 of the Business Growth Challenge. You've made it to the halfway point. And because you have, I'm really laying out the goods today because what you're going to learn today is absolutely what can make a shift in your business. And we're going to get real honest, or you are, because I'm going to ask you a few questions here. Today, surprise, there is no theme, although there are some really, really important applications that if you take action on in your business and really apply are absolutely going to make things shift and make you grow. So let's start right off with a question, okay? Number 1, answer this for yourself and your business right now where you are. What is your business solving very clearly to your customer? What are you solving? Okay. And number 2, does your customer and your clientele know without a doubt exactly what it is that you solve? Not what you do, but the solution that you bring to them that they are seeking. Okay? Now I have another question for you. So make sure you've written down the answers there. Maybe you've got pen and paper, you're writing those down. Second question. Do you have a differentiation point from everyone else in your industry and your market, whether it's locally or abroad, whether you're a local business or online? Are you different from your competitors or from everyone else in your industry by one point? Maybe it's one service, one package. Maybe it's in its entirety, all your services. You differentiate because someone else isn't offering it in the way that you are. Are you different than other people in your industry? Answer that honestly. Now, the 2 part of that is, does your customer fully know where you are different? Why they would choose you over someone else? Okay? So, we've covered, are you solving something and are you communicating the solution to your customer? And 2, how are you different and differentiating from people in your industry so your customer knows clearly why they might choose you, okay? Now, I want to get to something kind of fun, kind of rebellious, and that I believe is not meant just for big companies, but is meant for you and me and every other service entrepreneur, small business, solopreneur that's serving customers. Are you a disruptor? What that means, think about it. A disruptor gets in there and like kind of stirs the pot a little bit. It's kind of fun. And I know this can be really tricky for people, and here's why. If you are a service entrepreneur and you're trying to grow your business and you're trying to acquire clients, you're like, I'm open for business. I can serve so many people. Of course you can. You can heal so many people. There's a broad range of people that you can serve. And the fear is if you narrow your niche, that it'll bump people out when you're trying to grow your business and gain clients. There's a way to keep the door open to all those people, but still have that disruption. And disruption means no one else in your market is doing it, or you're spinning it differently. I know, like say in the fitness industry, there's so many people doing this and that, but you can actually add a different spin on something and maybe offer a package that's slightly different. And so you're disrupting the market a little bit in how you present it or how you offer it or how you package it. So I want you to put your black leather jacket on. I want you to put your army boots on or your combat boots and maybe that rebellious hat you have and think about, how can I disrupt here? Whether it's in your messaging, whether it's in your story, whether it's in your service you offer, how can you present differently and disrupt the market? You're not ruffling any feathers. You're just doing something in a different way, and maybe it's more advanced. There's one entrepreneur I'm working with right now, and she's ahead of the game in a certain industry, and so it's not quite there yet. She's disrupting it a little bit because people are like, hey, how do you do that? Like, we've never done it that way before. That's disruption. That's exciting. And I know this may take some time, Let yourself have a day, a two, a week, but put some energy, put some thought, put some reflection into how could I disrupt? And I highly recommend talking this through with someone you trust, someone in your industry or someone not in your industry to get a different perspective, and talk to your customers to what they're looking for. But to be a disruptor, you also have to be a visionary. You also have to look at where are things going and what are people needing and what's happening in the economy right now or in my industry, and where is it going or where does it need to go? And it ties right back into that solution. Okay? What solutions are people going to need? One is around time. No one has time, right? One's around attention. Get it, everyone's so distracted. There's so many different areas right now that you could serve your customers in. So find that area where you can be a disruptor. Okay? And lastly, and depending on your personality, some personalities do this absolutely naturally. And other personalities, this is really uncomfortable or just not the norm for them. I'm going to challenge you, and this is probably going to be the hardest challenge of all for some of you. I want you to sizzle. How are you going to sizzle? Sizzle and stand out. A sizzle is, look at some of the people that you follow online. They may have red hair. Don't worry about it. I'm not dyeing my hair red anytime soon or hot pink or any of that. But what I'm talking about is have a little pop somewhere. And if you are that conservative personality, start in small ways. But I'm going to challenge you, and this is a hard one. How are you going to sizzle? Not stay conservative, not serve the masses, but stand out and pop. It could be just once every now and then. It could be in your branding every day. You need to sizzle. We all need to sizzle. That's what's going to make you stand out. That's what's going to make you memorable. So your homework is really, how can you be a badass? How can you disrupt things in your business, in your industry? How can you sizzle like you've never sizzled before and really own it and have fun with it? This may seem like really easy homework for some of you, but if you think of your branding and reaching people and being memorable and standing out, this is actually very, very important work for your business. And if you stand out and you're memorable and you're catchy, your business is going to grow. So let's just recap here. Number one, what are you solving? You absolutely need to not only be providing a solution, you need to be communicating that you are providing a solution, okay? Number two, how do you differentiate? And do people know your differentiation point, okay? Then, how are you going to disrupt the marketplace? Put that badass leather jacket on, walk around, brainstorm, and figure out how you're going to disrupt this thing. Whether it's in your messaging, your presentation, your service, whatever, disrupt. I can't wait to see what you do with this. And lastly, how are you going to sizzle? What does that look like? What can you do to sizzle? And I want you to put a challenge on yourself to put this all together and start by next week implementing at least one of these: a disruption, a sizzle, a standout, differentiation, and really getting solid on communicating your solution and your differentiation point. Love to hear your feedback. Comment here, ask me any questions you want. You've made it to day 3. If you do the work on this, this is absolutely going to make your business, your brand, and you grow. Can't wait to see the results. Go to it. Let's hang in there. We got day 4 coming tomorrow, and it ties perfectly in today. So we'll see you back tomorrow, and do let me know and show me how you're going to sizzle. Put it in your schedule, and we'll be watching you sizzle soon. Thank you.